Hello everybody and welcome to Willadine's Kitchen. Hope you all are having a good day out there today. We're going to do some fried chicken today. We're going to kind of fuse a couple of different cultures here. So we have our southern fried chicken, which I love, and then the Asian fried chicken has this really crispy outside crust on it after you cook it, which I love as well. So what I'm going to do today is I'm going to attempt to take my southern fried chicken seasoning and recipe and combine it with the Asian style of cooking the chicken. So first we're going to go through our ingredients real quick. Of course, we have some chicken. So this time I'm going with chicken thighs. We got 4 chicken thighs that have been washed and cleaned here. So they're ready to go. One of them lost the skin. So we're going to see how that comes out without the skin. And then we have our seasonings here, which is a teaspoon of each of these is a teaspoon of salt, a teaspoon of garlic powder, granulated garlic, teaspoon of smoked paprika, and a teaspoon of black pepper. This is the basic seasonings that my aunts and my mother and my grandmother used to use when they would fry their chicken. Now to add a little bit of Southern and Asian kick to this, we have some Creole seasoning here, and then we have some gochujang Asian chili paste over here. So the chili paste is from Asia and the Creole seasoning is from the southern Louisiana area of the country. So we have that, and we're going to marinate this chicken. So we have a quarter cup of apple cider vinegar, and we have some sugar as well, which I can't find right now. Okay, here we go. We got a tablespoon of granulated sugar here, and then we have some water as well. So what we're going to do is we're going to mix our brine up first, and then we're going to add our chicken to the brine. We're going to let it brine for about 4 hours, and then we're going to come out and we're going to fry it, but we're going to use a wet batter to fry, and we're going to see how that comes out. So just hang in there, and I'm going to get started on getting the brine together. So we're going to add our dry spices here to the bowl. We're going to add the sugar to the bowl here. We're going to add some of this water. We got 2 cups of water in here. I'm going to add a little water. Then we're going to whisk. Try to dissolve that sugar and salt and combine the flavors together as well. Then the next thing we're going to do is we're going to add our gochujang paste and our Creole seasoning. Didn't mean to do that, but here we go. So we got that in there. Now I'm gonna do just another whisk. Okay, so that marinade is looking good, and now we're going to add the apple cider vinegar, maybe just a little bit water, and then we're going to add our chicken. So we just put the chicken right in there. Oh yeah. So we're going to let this go for 4 hours. We're going to put the first 2 hours with the skin side down, and then I'll turn it over in the refrigerator after a couple hours. So we got our brine together. Okay everybody, we are back now, and it's been 4 hours. So chicken has been marinating in the refrigerator for the last 4 hours. So what we're going to do now is we're going to make up the batter. So the batter for this chicken is going to be a wet batter. So We start out with some rice flour, and you can buy rice flour at your local Asian supermarket. This is where I found this at. So it's really fine. It looks a lot like cornstarch. So we're gonna use 2 1/3 cups of rice flour. We're gonna put that in this bowl here. And I also have 2 tablespoons of regular flour and a 1/2 teaspoon of salt in this bowl here. So we're gonna put those together here, and we're gonna mix some water in it, and we're gonna make a wet batter that we will pour over our chicken. Now we're gonna take the chicken out of the refrigerator, we're gonna drain the brine off of it, and then we're gonna pour this batter on the top of the chicken. But before we pour the batter on the chicken, we're gonna season it up a little bit more. I have the same seasonings that I put in the brine, which is garlic, granulated garlic, black pepper, granulated salt, and smoked paprika. The brine will help our chicken stay moist. This will add a little more flavor to it as we get ready to cook it. So we're almost there. And let me get the batter mixed up, and then we'll start on the chicken. Okay, we have drained the chicken. So what we're gonna do now is we're gonna mix these spices up here in this little bowl. Then I'm just gonna kind of drizzle those spices over the chicken here. Give it a little more flavor. Just like that. Maybe turn these over. Okay, so now what we do is we take our rice flour, the flour mixture, and we just pour it right over the chicken here. Mix it in good. Get all of the chicken coated well with the batter. And we're gonna let it sit in this batter for a few minutes while we start to get our hot oil ready for frying. So this is gonna be fried chicken with a wet batter. So we're going for a crispy chicken. So when we taste and we evaluate, after we cook it, we're looking for crispy skinned chicken. So I'm gonna get the oil ready, and we're gonna see what's gonna happen here. Okay, so we have our fry station set up. Our oil is hot. I use my thermometer here to make sure we're at least 340 degrees, and we're looking good on the oil temp. So next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna add the chicken to the pan, but we're gonna do it slowly. So we like to see that those bubbles. That means that the liquid is actually escaping the chicken here, so we're gonna add another piece in. And I think we're gonna go maybe 4 minutes on each side. This is a bone-in chicken thigh, so we'll start out 4 minutes on each side, and then we'll see what they look like. And let's get this last one in here. All right, chicken is cooking. We're going to set the timer for 4 minutes. Okay, it's looking good. There's our 4-minute timer. So what we're going to do is we're going to turn these over, and then we're going to set the timer for 4 more minutes. All right, it's looking good. First couple of pieces are a little darker than I would like. This piece right here especially. But we're gonna let them go 4 more minutes. And then we'll check the bone temperature with a meat thermometer. Make sure they're up to at least 165, 170 degrees at the bone. Okay, so our second 4-minute timer went off. Let's see what these look like. Oh, nice and brown. Looks good. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna turn these over again. I can say the wet batter does get the chicken nice and golden brown. Now let's check the temperature. All right, so we're getting close. We're gonna give them another minute. So I'm gonna set the timer for 1 minute. Then we'll check the temperature again. Alrighty, so there's our last timer, 1 minute. Check the temperature. Oh, temperature looks good. Maybe this one needs to go a little bit longer. That one may have to go a little longer. So looks like the first two are ready to go. So we're going to set the timer for 1 more minute. And we're going to take these two out. All right, so we have the chicken out of the fryer, and I just simply plated it up on this platter here. I couldn't get all 4 pieces on, so I put a little bit of parsley down there. But we're looking for crispy chicken. That was our goal here. So we're gonna see if this is crispy or not. I don't know if you can hear that, but that sounds crispy to me. Oh yeah, that sounds real crispy. So that wet batter, it does the trick. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna give it a taste. But I'm telling you, this I love the sound of that crust on this chicken. Now the inside has to be juicy and the outside crispy. And if that's what we have, then we got a good dish. Okay everyone, it's taste time. We got a nice crispy crunch to the chicken. Just gonna cut into this piece here. We're looking for juicy chicken on the inside. It's nice and hot, warm on the inside. So what we're gonna do is give this piece a taste, see what it tastes like. Okay folks, I had to pause the camera there. That was so crunchy in my mouth, it was crunching around. Tastes very good, has a southern flavor to it, but it has that Asian crust on it. Oh, I think we did a good job here. I hope you all enjoyed this recipe and give it a try at home. If you like crispy chicken, I think you'll like this one. I want to thank you everybody for viewing, and you all have a good day. So juicy on the inside.